West Coast Fighting Championship returns on Saturday, January 23rd, with our biggest fight card ever, WFC 16 King of Sacramento. Kicking off the night are Sean Berkeley and Taylor Johnson in amateur middleweight action. Johnson will look to impress in his MMA debut, while Berkeley is an aggressive fighter with 2 TKO victories in his young career. The women are in action as Arlene Colbreth and Gabriela the Black Widow Rios clash in the bantamweight division. Rios is a grappler who likes to use trips to take her opponent down and will be looking for the submission. Colbreth is a former champion in the amateur bantamweight division and will use her brawling style to make this one a war. Isaiah Wright and Josiah McHale meet in what should be a fast-paced kickboxing showdown. Wright will try to bounce back from a title fight defeat in his last outing. McHale will look to show his well-roundedness.
I have a background in karate and kickboxing and wrestling as well, so I'm comfortable wherever the fight goes. I do like to stand and get creative on the feet, but if it goes to the ground, I have no problem there either.
Kurt Weinrich and Albert the Warrior Morales square off in the Featherweight division. Morales is a jiu-jitsu specialist who has the ability to grab a submission from almost anywhere. Weinrich is well-rounded and technical and will be looking to connect with crisp combinations en route to victory. Danny Realist Ramirez and Luis Jara Haragüe face off to stake their claims in the lightweight division. Haragüe is a grappler who will look to drag this fight to the ground and attack with submissions and strikes. Ramirez uses dirty boxing to set up opponents for his explosive power shots and is relentless when he sees an opportunity to finish. Up next is Jason the Gentleman Powell versus Sergio the Outlaw Quinones. Kyones is an aggressive fighter who will attack whatever openings his opponent gives him. Powell is a former WFC amateur champion who likes to take the fight to the ground and will seize any opportunity to finish. Up next is Tyler Diamond taking on Jimmy Rabbit Jones. Jones has a ton of big show experience and will look to utilize striking combinations and counter wrestling. Diamond is a collegiate wrestling standout who has finished his fights by KO or TKO.
Just mean, I'm violent, I got heavy hands, I feel like I can take most people down whenever I want, but I'm predominantly a wrestler. I wrestled in college.
Keto Andrews and Mad Mike Gonzalez turn their war of words into a war of action as they step into the cage at 205 pounds. Gonzalez uses his jab and his wrestling to keep opponents guessing and will want to dictate where the fight goes.
We all gonna fight. We're all gonna get down. Seems like Keto is a little more involved with Max. I mean, I'm an old dog, he's an old dog. There ain't no comebacks for us, bro. I don't know what you're talking about.
Andrews makes his return to the cage after a nearly 2-year layoff and will look to show he still has the skills that made him a WFC welterweight champion.
I don't think you guys have seen me come to fights yet. You know what I mean? I don't think you guys have seen 2 people go at it and really put on a show, bloody and non-stop. You know what I mean? But at the same time, have mutual respect.
Lethal Luis Gonzalez returns to WFC as he faces Ty Iron Freeman. Freeman is a grappler who will look to grab a choke to get the win. Gonzalez is coming off a stint in the UFC and will look to use his dominant wrestling to punch his ticket back to the big show.
I want to showcase my stand-up skills, obviously, because that's what I've been working on the most. Working with my stand-up coaches, working with my boxing coaches. So, yeah, I mean, I'd like to get a finish on my feet, with throwing the hands.
2 former champions clash as Scott Hands of Steel Smith squares off with Justin Raw Deal Baseman. Baseman is a crafty veteran who utilizes a variety of strikes to keep his opponent guessing.
I like the bigger fights, the harder fights. It gives me motivation during camp. So I got mad respect for Scott. You can't underestimate him for a minute just because he has a little ring rust coming in. I know it's going to be a war, but it's going to bang and go at it. I'm shooting for fight of the night. We're both looking for a knockout.
Smith is a UFC vet who has beaten a who's who of legendary fighters and is looking to prove that he still has what it takes to be a force in the WFC.
He's a brawler. It's a perfect fight. It's a fan-friendly fight. I think it makes sense. That's the fights I want.
The heavyweight title will be decided when Josh Juggernaut Apelt meets Roy Black Dynamite Boughton. Boughton will look to take the fight to the ground, where he excels at finding victory via TKO or submission. Apelt is an athletic heavyweight with heavy hands and unmatched cardio within the division, and is coming off of one of his most impressive victories.
I don't think I have to go out and prove everything. Everybody knows I can stand up and fight and bang with the best of them, and I'm, getting better on the ground. I don't have to prove nothing. I'm Josh Apelt. I'm myself, and everybody knows I can fight.
Josh Emmett puts his WFC lightweight title on the line against UFC vet Christos the Spartan Iagos. Giagos is a pressure fighter who attacks and looks to finish the fight from any position. Emmett is a power wrestler who has added crisp boxing to his arsenal and will look to defend his title with the same dominance he used to earn it.
I like to just, stand up and trade punches, and then just depending on how that's going, if I need to take it to the ground, I will, but I get to dictate where the fight goes.
The main event is a catchweight super fight between welterweight champion Max Payne Griffin and middleweight champion David Bulletproof Mitchell. Mitchell is looking to show that he is the best of the best in Sacramento.
He's a sorry-ass fighter. I'm gonna whoop his ass. That's all there is to it. He doesn't have a chance now.
Griffin is tired of talking and wants to settle this issue in the cage.
He's irritating. He just won't shut the fuck up. So I'm really just done talking. I just want to beat him up.
WFC 16 King of Sacramento is Saturday, January 23rd. See it live at the McClellan Conference Center in Sacramento or order on pay-per-view. This is shaping up to be the biggest card in Sacramento history. You do not want to miss it. For details, visit westcoastfighting.com.